are doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I am all spookied up for fall. I'm excited. Fall is my favorite time to decorate for. So I'm excited. The whole living room and dining room are pretty much decorated, and a few other little spots throughout the house. And yeah, so I'm excited. I know a lot of people think it's early, but for me, September 1st is the day because, come here, Arthur. Come on over. Come here. Okay, he wants his puzzle. But for me, September 1st is the day because um, I like my decorations way too much to enjoy them for only a month. So I need 2 months. Here you go, Arthur. Here is your puzzle, okay? All right. Where's your Kong ball go? Okay, it's right there. You finish that in a minute, too. You haven't finished it yet. All right. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. In case anybody's here yet. Nope. Okay. Anyway, I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet. I think I know what I'm doing. I have been working on another project this weekend, so I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But I know bad, but I finished it, so it's okay. I'm back to my other projects. So I did finish the bag, except it is time to sew the bag together. So I think, even though I'm not a big fan of sewing, I think to hold myself accountable and make sure I go ahead and do it, we're going to do it today. So it shouldn't take long to sew the bottom up, and it will obviously help, maybe not obviously, but it will definitely help straighten all this out. And then there is boning that goes in the top, which I'm not sure if I brought over here, if I left in my craft area. Yeah, I did. That goes at the top, and you sew that in, and it gives it structure so that the top sits nicely as well instead of doing this. So what I think I need to do is, I'm pretty sure I was somehow a bead short, which is odd. Usually there's extra beads, but anyway, I think I was one bead short. So I think what I'm going to have to do, let me double check, is cut the string and then add one more bead and then crochet it on and then start sewing. If I'm, wait, let's see. Do I actually need another? Yeah, I do need one. Okay. I was trying to see if I could just avoid it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put one in just to make everything nice and even. Hello, Shoto. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Let me get my pillow. My Halloween pillow. There we go. All right, let me figure out how long I want to cut this. So the thing is, like, it would be great to cut a really long string, but I also don't want it to knot up on me while I'm trying to sew. So I got to figure out, like, what's the proper length. I'm still trying to figure that out. I've heard like 3 times the size of what you're measuring is how long of like a tail you should leave, but I don't know. I leave really long tails generally, but again, I don't want it to knot up on me while I'm trying to sew. So I'm just gonna like measure the bag several times. And let's see, this would be 3, this would be 4, and this would be 5. So I might do like double that. 6. Let's see, what would that look like? Oh, that's nothing. Okay. Maybe I will put more. I hope everybody had a good weekend as well. We did. It wasn't so much of a holiday weekend for us because my husband always has Mondays off. So it was just a 2-day weekend for us, but um, it was still nice. It was very, very good weather out. My nose is very itchy. Okay. So I think that was that, but I don't like that. I want more than that. I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to have to attach new. Yeah, I can, but I don't want to have to attach new string in order to sew this bag together. So I'm going to try to just cut one piece. Hello. And oh gosh, see how easy it can knot up on me, right? That is why I don't want too long of a piece. Or we'll have knot gate 3.0, I guess. If you don't know what knot gate is, it's where I spent hours getting out a knot. And by the way, I know you guys can hear that. It is my dog over there playing with his doggy puzzle. Because I checked the other day and I was like, oh yeah, they can hear. Oh, you can probably hear me. I was like, is my gummy bear hitting it? It's not. Nice pillow and ghost in the back. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love this time of year. It is my favorite to decorate for. So I quite enjoy it. That's why I do it September 1st, so that I can enjoy it for 2 months instead of just 1. My whole living room is all decorated and I love it. I've got to do my porch though. I haven't finished my porch. But we just picked our pumpkins in the garden yesterday, so I have a bunch of pumpkins to choose from, which I will do probably this afternoon and decorate it. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. All right, cutting the string. Okay. And then I'm going to try to put one bead on it without using a beading needle because I don't want to get one out. I'll have to. And then crochet just that one on and then fasten off and start sewing. All right. Let me get it closer to the crochet. Oh, not. Okay. There we go. Arthur, you doing good? My dog even has a little orange necklace on. He's all ready for Halloween to fall. I know it's not fall, but you know, like I said, I gotta have my decorations for 2 months. I can't just have them for 30 days. That's not enough for my favorites. Okay, string was in my way. All right, so that one's crocheted on, and so now I should be able to. This is scary. Let me just do this, or do I want to slip stitch up to there? Hold on, let me decide. I'm trying to decide because you kind of don't end at the very end of the bag. Like I'm up here, I should kind of be down here. So maybe I'll slip stitch to up there. Let me see. But then, does this one go with that one or does this one? Neither one of them do, so that's kind of odd. But I guess this is the center point. So I could slip stitch up to this one. All right, I'm going to slip stitch 2 and then go to that top bead and start sewing. Watermelons, February, and barely getting. Oh wow, really? Oh my goodness, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, or like what zone are you in? I'm from North Carolina. I'm trying to remember when we planted our pumpkins. Maybe like June or July. Probably June, because it was earlier this year than last year. Unfortunately, we had a good amount of like rotted ones, but we had a lot of wet weather recently. But we had a whole little like mini trailer full, so of gourds and pumpkins. But I think June, July for us. And in theory, like I think they say like certain ones say like 120 days to like pumpkins or whatever. I would always add maybe 60 days to that, just in case. Maybe 30 to 60, somewhere in there, because like that's never been true for me. What it says on the pack, anyway. Maybe I just don't give them enough light, but. Do I sell my work or is it a passion or hobby? I do sell my work. So I'm still working on opening up. I think I'm going to do a Shopify because Etsy has a lot of rules that are ever changing. I think that I'm going to try Shopify. Right now, I still sell my work through like Instagram and people pay through like PayPal and like contact me through email and things like that. But yeah, so I'm working on the shop and eventually I'd love to do like little markets and things too. But right now I just don't have the inventory for that because I just don't. You really need to have like not just a table set up for a market, you really need to have like at least 2 table setups worth because as people buy, it's good to replace things and keep your table looking full as opposed to looking really empty. I know maybe that sounds good because it's like, oh, people really are buying this stuff. It's, it's a hot item, but really you want to keep it looking full and nice. And so you're supposed to have like 2 or 3 times like what fills up your original market table or tables. So I've got to work on making some more inventory and making things that are like smaller than these things too, like little things. I have little things, but I just don't have as many little things. So, all right, I'm trying to decide. I think I just did I do any yet? No, I didn't do any slip stitches yet. Okay. Had to make sure. So 1. I'm basically just trying to move. So that's why I'm just doing a slip stitch. If you just kind of want to move over to the other side, but you don't want to add like too much bulk or anything, just slip stitch over there. Let's see if I can get in the hole there behind the bead. There we go. All right. If I can get back through the loopy. All right. All good. Now I can pull it through slowly so I don't knot it up. That's smart. I'll be right. Oh, okay. You're from Texas. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I actually, it's kind of, well, it isn't random because we were talking about pumpkins, but I live on a, gosh, how many? Hold on, let me, great grandmother, father, me. 4 generation, well, 5. The other people have children, I don't. So 5 generations live on our family farm right now. And it used to be more of an active farm. It's not really now. We just kind of produce hay and sell trees and not Christmas trees, like pine trees and stuff for the hardwood. We grow them and replant them as they're cut and stuff. And then we do the hay, and then we give that away to somebody who has cows who needs it. And then we have some chickens on the farm. I think my cousin has some goats and pigs. And then we have like a garden that my grandpa has always had, and we plant our vegetables and our pumpkins and our flowers and everything in there. And it used to be more of a working farm with all the animals and all the things. But sorry, my speaker just cut off. But just not so much anymore. But it's really nice to be here and have grown up here. Oh, hi, Jackie. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Hi, just some chick. Hello, welcome back. We're finishing sewing up our bag today. I gotta check and see if this is the right kind of needle because I'm kind of unprepared, but I don't know if that's the one I want. It's a little sharp, and I kind of want one that doesn't have the sharp tip on it to do this. And I think that if I look right here, there went the pumpkins and the ghosts. Okay, pumpkin, the ghost. Little ghosty. I love this ghosty. I love his expressionless expression. I think I was gonna give that a smile, and then I just I wasn't finished, and I just liked the way it looked, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop. I like his little expression. All right, yeah, this needle is a bit more dull. This is a tapestry needle. That's what I want. Okay, where's the end? Oh, that's that tail. I was like, what is that? Different string. All right, Arthur, come on, baby. Come on up on the couch. Come on, come on. He's out of treats. He's like, any more, any more? He's looking around. No more, bud. I put your blankie over here. You can snuggle up if you want. Move my iPad. There you go. Hello. Hello, Abigail. How are you? Whoa. Hey, no, that is loud in people's ears. Don't do that. Hey, come here. Come snuggles. Come snuggle, mama. Hi. Hi. Hi, MJ. You're awake. Oh, Arthur, chill. What do you? No. Do you have food? Hold on. Let me go see if he has actual dog food, because that might be what it is. Are you hungry? You want lunch? No, you have so much. Right here, baby. Right here, baby. Look, you have food, you have water, and you're not getting another treat, though, if that's what you're asking for. And you've already been outside. You're good. Yeah, you're good. I'm going to sit back down, okay? Okay. He's like, I was just checking, Mom. I just, any more peanut butter is acceptable. The cat is upstairs asleep. This is like his nap time. So. Hello, how are you guys? Hey, Pets World, how are you? If I didn't ask anybody, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Are you working on anything? Got anything going? Maybe not necessarily right now, in general. All right, hold on. I had a needle. What did I do with the needle? Probably put it into this thing. Gosh, I'm so smart, you guys, because I totally have this magnetic thing. I know I didn't just throw it down or anything, but what did I do with it? Like, I'm not worried about sitting on it, but did I put it in this? No, that's the... What did I do with the needle right there? Oh, here it is. I got it. Got it. I was like, what the heck? Found it. Like I said, it's a tapestry needle, so it's not very sharp, but still. All right. Putting this through. So if you guys haven't seen, since a few more of you guys have popped in here, it doesn't look the best because, like I said, I'm sewing it up, so it's a little like, curved and stuff in places and at the top. But this is the bag. And so we're working on sewing this up so it'll be flat when I do it. And then I think we're going to sew the boning in together. We'll see. I have never used actual boning before. I actually bought the synthetic boning. I found it at Hobby Lobby. I didn't even know they had it. And so I'm going to try to use it. If that doesn't work, I'll do the zip ties like I normally do. But I'm going to try it. So anyway, and then it will be done except for the lining, which I've got to pick. What do you guys think for the lining? Let me look. I haven't actually put these next to each other yet because I didn't bring it to the store like I should have. So I got my fabric at Walmart. There's very limited options right now, but or in general, I'm close to the, yeah, it actually matches pretty good. The top bit of the purple, I feel like, with the beads. This one is way off, so never mind. I think we're gonna do this one. So that sounds like a winner. All right, let me see. That's the top of the bag. Back to the bottom. Grab this. Right down, baby boy. All right. I am, let's see. We're gonna sew this, and then we might work on the oh, you can't see it. I'm trying to look this way. Okay, my hexie cardigan for Halloween. We might work on that too when I finish sewing this, because I don't think it's gonna take that long to sew. I hope. Come here or calm down, because you are not. No more treats, sir. I think he's excited because I haven't been streaming much. He's like, oh, treat time. Okay, let's get these and cut them. I don't know, did I tie them in yet? No, let me tie pillow, accept the needle, thank you. All right, let me tie these little ones in a knot. It's the last section. I did the tails. I need to do that so I can cut them. Doesn't matter that it's a knot back here. You don't have to do a knot, but like, I feel like it's more secure and you're not going to see it because the lining is going to be there. So it is perfectly fine. Thank you, Pet Swirl. I was going to do it. I just didn't really care enough to stop doing what I was doing. All right. Thank you very much. Let me snip. All right. Thank you. There we go. Put it in my little trash can. Okay. Needle. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, but is anybody working on anything? Oh, I need to show you guys my little earring holders. Do you guys want to see my little jewelry displays that I made? They're really basic, and they're really easy to make. I might make a video on them, to be honest, because they're really simple. I kind of wonder if I can make a short even. But they're different every time I make them. But basically, you just kind of use your stuff to measure and figure out how long you want things. But it's got my earrings, and not all of my earrings, but a lot of my earrings and bracelets and necklaces hanging from them. They look really cool. Yeah, you saw it on Instagram. Yeah. That's right. I did post it on Instagram this morning, didn't I? It is on my Instagram if you want to see, but I will show you guys in a minute too. I also put my holiday stuff on the old one that I had made, because I'd made one previously, but it kind of was too small to fit everything. So I made a bigger one, and then I took all my like holiday things, which isn't much, and put it on the old one. So it worked out. It's kind of like the thing I showed you guys the other day. It's like this, basically. This one has a pocket, but it's like this little thing. This is all my, not all, but a lot of my like fancy stitch markers. MJ, I got yours down there. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. But yours are down there too. And that's all my like fancy dancy non-plasticky stitch markers. I like refilled it up the other day. It was empty. It's laggy. Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I hope it's not for everyone. If it is, let me know, guys, so I can like try to restart. It could be because I was listening to music, and sometimes I feel like when I like hit the live and like do all my description stuff while I'm on the internet listening to more stuff, it like messes it up. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but all right. Let me go up one and then start sewing. All right, don't nod on me. Also, stay in one spot would be dope. Oh, Abigail, if you're still here, I have been seeing so much embroidery stuff on my Instagram lately, and I'm like, oh, I want to do it. And it makes me think about you because I know you do embroidery. And I'm like, oh, I want to do it. But I'm also like, don't start another thing right now. So that's the only reason I'm not. I'm like, hopefully there will be more time in my life to try these things, right? Hopefully. We can hope for, right? What are you doing over there? Do you have your Kong ball on the couch? You're not allowed to do that. Get it off the couch. Get it off the couch. It's dirty. On the ground, please. Thank you. Hello. Hi, Dreamy. Let's see. Now you see the light is still. Please listen to your response to me. I'm so confused now, Pets World. But I think I did respond to you, but I'm very confused. Longer up. It's losing, but it's still lagging. Do you respond to me? Wait, did you ask me something before that? Hold on, maybe. Did I miss something? No, not that I can see. I mean, I don't have it on all messages. I know I don't. I think it's on top. All messages. Did I see it now? No, I don't see it now. All I see is the Instagram one. I don't know. All right, but I hope everybody's doing good and had a good Labor Day weekend. Maybe you guys did something fun. We just hung around the house, which I was thankful because we had people over last weekend, so I just wanted to chill. And we got up pumpkins in the garden yesterday. Need to decorate the porch later. Arthur's like searching around for stuff. Okay. See, if you don't pay attention to this, it's very easy to like. Hold on, let me see. Did I go through one or did I go through two? Is the question. How many have I started to go through? Did I skip one somehow? Was I supposed to? Hold on. Where's the top? There's the middle. It's coming from here, and I went through here. Yeah, no. That's right. That's right. Okay. That's why I never do this kind of thing on stream because it is kind of tedious and like if you don't do it right. But I feel like really, I mean, as long as you get it tight and there's a good knot at the end, you're probably okay. But I like for it to look really neat, you know? So it's hard. Is it hard to undo a mistake? So, Arthur, don't even. I saw him run over here like he was about to bark at me. Come on, baby, come cuddle. You can come snuggle with me. I'm not trying to deny you the love. Yeah, hi. Hi. You want to come over? This is my boy. This is my boy Arthur. My boy Arthur. All right, you hang out. But for crochet, it's actually not too bad when you make a mistake. For knitting, ooh, in my slight bit of knitting experience, it's not fun when you make a mistake. But for crochet, it's really not too bad. For me, undoing something like this where I'm sewing is a little different. Like I'm not as good at that. But there's a thing when you crochet and you undo it, it's called frogging because it kind of makes a little sound and you're ripping it kind of, and it sounds like rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. And so you can kind of easily undo crochet. It's a sad thing to have to undo, but it's nice that it can be undone. That is one thing that I kind of like about it, that it's easy to kind of go back and fix your mistakes if you want to, which I usually do. It's hard to leave them in there sometimes, especially if it's for somebody. Of course I try not to, but if it's for me, I'll fight it and be like, can I don't know, I don't think I can. Hi, Jim Jewel. Great, it works now. Did you see the car comment? No, I didn't see the car comment. Let me go back up and see it again. No, I still haven't seen the car comment. I don't know why. Just popping in to drop a like and say hi. Oh, thank you, Jim Jewel. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Long time no see. Just kidding. Wait? Yeah, you were in. I'm trying to remember. I was in like 2 chats yesterday, I think, or last night while I was awake late. You were in Manuela's, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, you were. I remember now. Yeah. Okay. It was so late that I'm like, and I stayed up so late that I'm like trying to remember. Yes, definitely. It was you, and you were in Manuela's. I remember now. Yeah, I stayed up super late last night. I wanted to sew this, but I just didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Pet World. I don't know what's wrong. All right, let's see. What is going on? Which part am I pulling? Jesus. This might be a mistake. I might just do the cardigan, but we'll see. I really just want to get this done. All right. It's just hard to keep track of like the evenness. I don't know how to make this make sense. Like each side, which bead is which, and making sure you don't like do this with them, I guess. Keeping them even basically while I'm sewing. I don't want them to like zigzag if I go into the wrong one, and it's kind of hard to tell where the last one is, but I believe it's this one. That's what we're gonna do. Which one is it coming out of? It's almost hard to tell what side it's coming out of on occasion. Like, it's like, what? Okay, well, you know what? Going for this one because it's gotta be, well, no, I'm on that side, so it's gotta be this one. Okay, there we go. Once I get in a rhythm, I'll be fine. I know I seem like the world's worst sewer right now, but it is just, I don't know, it's confusing with the beads. Hello! Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Hi, Andy. We went to see, I see it now, Pets World. We went to see race cars, and you were allowed to drive in them, but I didn't because we drove 2 hours to get there. There's some police cars there for the week. Oh, well, I'm glad you. That sounds crazy, Pets World. That's cool that they were gonna let you do it. I know my husband one time went to like a driving course or something, and he got to drive like on the NASCAR track, I think in Charlotte. Um, it wasn't necessarily a good thing. I think he did it because he was like had been in some accidents, and his mom was like, "You're doing this," but when he was young, But he did. He got to do that, which was pretty cool. I can't remember. He's told me about it, but right offhand, I can't remember the details about it. But it was a thing. I guess it was like a safety thing somehow, but I think they also like let them drive real fast on the track, of course. Can't go out there and not. How could you not? That's right. And I was in That's right. I was like, I was in 2 chats last night, Andy. I was just saying, I was in 2 chats last night, and I was like, it was late, and I stayed up until like 3, and I don't you normally do that. My brain is confused. I was like, whose was I in? And it was you, Emanuela. That's right. Oh me. Sometimes when I stay up like that, it feels like a whole nother day or something. Like, what? Oh, you just rebooted from an update, so you were on and you're crocheting a beanie. Ooh, fun. What color? What color? I would like to do a couple more beanies. I haven't done one in a while. Well, no, I take that back. I knitted one like last winter. Yeah, last winter. Um, but I would like to make some more. My husband has one. We called it his M&M beanie, M&M beanie, because he looks like Eminem from 8 Mile in his little beanie. Although my husband looks nothing like Eminem, it's just he likes Eminem, so gotta tell him he looks like him. Right? I'm just kidding. No, it just has that effect. It just kind of looks like the character, I guess. Good boy, Arthur. You just settled in. You settled in for a long, I was gonna say winter's nap, maybe fall's nap. Get something to drink in a minute, Arthur. We haven't hydrated. We need to drink some water. I am working on a beaded bag. I think I actually forgot to bring the finished one over here to show you guys what the finished one actually looks like, but I will show you this one. Just know that it is unfinished, of course. So it will be all straight and not curved everywhere when I'm done, like up here and down here. But it is a beaded handbag. And so it's crocheted, but I thread up all the beads first. Actually, it's like this, I think. And you thread up all the beads first and then crochet them on. And so the whole thing is basically beads, but the inside is crochet, which I wish I could keep it like this, honestly, because it looks cool, right? But it's not really practical for a purse. Like, you could, in theory, catch this cotton and, like, it's better to line it, right? So I am going to line it. But I do think it looks cool, which is why I use like the variegated thread just for fun this time. And I actually think it does kind of give like a cool effect through the clear beads at certain lights. Like, you can kind of see those variegations in it. But anyway, I also have a purple glow in the dark one to make. I don't know if I'm going to start on it right away just because I want to work on some Halloween stuff and finish my cardigan, hopefully. I want to at least finish it before Halloween. It's over here lonely waiting for me to finish. It's almost halfway, almost. So let's see. I think I missed a few things here. Nope, I didn't. Back, you had a call. Oh, I understand. Happens to me all the time. I'm also so ADD that I also often like forget that I'm in a chat or watching something and then leave. And then I'm like, oh yeah. Then I go back. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot. They weren't allowed to drive. They were in the passenger seat, but your brother. Oh, that's still cool though. Brother in the car, and he was. Oh, bringing him to be told. Oh no. Is he okay? Is he okay, Pets World? I hope he's okay. Bless his heart. I know that's scary anyway, regardless. Thank you. Make some breakfast for your son. Have a great day. Enjoy the class. Super. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And I hope you and your son have a great day. Fun making breakfast. Oh man, I remember my parents making breakfast for me sometimes. It was usually my dad, and he'd make me like, sometimes he'd make Mickey Mouse pancakes, you know. Ooh, fancy. Why did I pick up my crochet hook, you guys? I'm so used to picking it up. I don't need that. I need my needle. All right, here we go. But yeah, so anyway, let me get some water while I'm not in the middle of this. Oh, it's over here. Forgot I moved it, little buddy. I was like, wait a minute. I'm definitely not crocheting right now, so I wish I was. That's probably what it is. It's not that I hate sewing, because I liked sewing, especially when I was a little kid. Like I'd make like little pouches all the time and stuff, because that was like kind of the only thing I knew how to make, right? Because I guess my dad, taught me how to like hand sew, and so I don't know. That's all he taught me was just how to in and out, back and forth, make a knot, you know, and so the basics. And so I just would make little things whenever I would find like little scrap fabrics and stuff. Sometimes I would just like sew back and forth just to do something, just to sew back and forth. I just always like doing stuff with my hands. Just like I knew how to make a chain for like since I was 8, and then didn't learn how to crochet for like 20 more years, like actually crochet for like 20 more years. But I still liked making those chains that whole time, even though that's all I knew how to do. I still enjoyed it. I didn't do it for the entire time all the time, but like I still remembered how to do it and I liked it. I never forgot. I just never could understand crochet books. I never knew where to put my hook for that second row. So I don't know, couldn't grasp it until I finally saw a video and I was like, oh my gosh. Videos for me were the answer. It was so much easier once I saw a video. I had never even thought to look up a video, but I also didn't have like the best internet, like living on the farm and stuff growing up. Like we had dial up until I was in college. So like, which sounds like maybe I'm older than I am. We live in the boonies, so like cable's not an option. Like now we have Starlink, so that's like kind of one of the. We have like 3 options out here, including Starlink. And one of them is very expensive. We spent like 11 grand in 3 years on internet out here. It's crazy. We should have never added that up. That hurt our souls to know that we had spent that much on the internet. Oh my gosh. And it wasn't even that good. It was just like kind of the only option. Let's see. Did I answer your question? I didn't see a question, Pets World. I saw you tell me what happened, and I hope that everything is okay. But I didn't see a question actually. All right. Didn't have the. Sorry, I'm wobbling, you guys. I was scrolling. Didn't have the patience when I was younger to learn crochet, and then I got older and had babies, and now I crochet, and I'm learning to hand knit. Oh, cool, hand knitting. I have seen people do that on like the shorts and stuff, making really lots of different things, mostly blankets, of course, but like a lot of different kinds of things. And I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool that you can just do it with your hands, you know? No tools required other than your hands and some yarn, of course. I remember doing what is that like cat's cradle with your fingers when you're little with the string? I remember doing that stuff. I know that's totally different. You don't actually like make anything per se. And what is the other one, like Jacob's ladder or something? There's a bunch of those, I guess, right? What is that called? is there a name for doing that? Probably is, right? Hello, obsessed. I'm sorry. I saw you and I don't know, it didn't register for some reason. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Let's see if I can pull this. Is it stuck somewhere? Are you stuck, darling? Did I skip one? Hold up. Wait a minute. You know what? I actually don't think I like that because I think I actually did I? Wait, it's so hard to tell again where this. Nope, did not skip one. Never mind. It's so hard to tell because it pulls so tight that it looks like you skipped a stitch. You just have to really look at it. I don't think my little reading glasses would help. This isn't that tiny. Cat's cradle. Yes, exactly right. Doing the cat's cradle with the friends. That's right. That's how you learn it, right? You little buddies. I really think it's funny to me, and no one else will really think this is funny, but to me, I think it's funny that I used to do the Miss Mary Mac, and now I'm married to a man named Mac. I don't know why I think that's funny. I just think it's funny. But I remember doing that all the time. I can still do most of it. I can go all the way to what's the last part? I don't want to do the whole thing out loud. Just button her back. I think it's the boys. No, that's a different one. The boys are in the bathroom zipping up their flies. That's a different one. That's hello operator, give me number 9. And if you disconnect me, I'll kick you in the behind the refrigerator. There was a lot of glass. Miss Susie sat upon it and broke her little. Ask me no more questions. Tell me no more lies. The boys are in the bathroom zipping up their flies. Anybody remember that, or am I just embarrassing myself? We have fun over here, okay, guys? We remember things. We have fun. I remember that one. There's probably more to that. I think there is more to that, but that's all I ever learned. I believe there is more. I think I've once heard somebody else do more, but I do not know any more than that. I was gonna say I can't remember how much of the Miss Mary Mac one I know. I know there's a lot of the Miss Mary Mac too. Like it goes on for a while. But I was getting those two confused for a sec. All right, come on, get in here, little buddy. Get behind the bead. I mean, in front of the bead and in between, and pick up the loop. I don't know. Should I be getting both loops? Let me see. What does it look like up here? Does it look loose at all? Yeah, I'm gonna start getting both loops. I've only done. Well, no, it's fine once I pull it tight. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Most bead crochet that I have done is done through the front loops, and so by habit, I was kind of going through the front loops only by sewing. But I think it's fine. At first, I thought it was leaving a little gappy gap. I think it's fine. You guys remember those? Yes. Right. Oh man, I think the reason that might be like in my head or like on my mind, I guess, because I saw like my school that I went to like did like a virtual tour thing, and I was like, "What is this?" And I clicked on it, and it was like basically just like a drone footage tour of the school, and I was like, "Oh, I remember all that." So I guess I'm like thinking about that stuff. Hello, Rita. How are you? Working while you work around the house. You remember the patty cake songs? Yes. Oh, and the patty cake songs. Yes. And of course, I think we all remember like the, you know, what is it? The posy, what is it? Ashes, ashes, we all fall down, that one, and all those little, we all remember the little nursery rhymes, right? But it's like, I'm thinking the ones that the kids taught you, you know. Oh, you like your background. Thank you. Yep, I'm getting ready. I always say that I like my decorations too much to only have them up for 30 days. That is just not enough. So forgive me, but I need my 60 days. So September 1st it is. Did I say my 30 days again? I'm in my 60 days. I don't even know. But yeah, so I like my decorations too much. This is my favorite time to decorate for. I just like, I don't know, I just love it. I just love it. All right. Okay, we got the little corner. We got the little crow's feet sewed up. That's how it attaches at the bottom. It's pretty cool. I wish, and I probably could, but the patience required might be beyond me right now. I would love to take this pattern and basically count all these beads out and make like a solid version. But like you would think you just make a panel, right? And then just figure out like the bottom. But you have to have these like indicator beads at the bottom in order to close it properly. And like, I think I'd have to count like 5 beads, 3 beads, 29 beads, 4 beads. Like I'd have to count like that. And I mean, it's 2.5, 3 pages of numbers that I would have to count up and calculate. And then, right. And then I'd have to then again count out. So let's just say, I think the total is over 4,000 beads for this bag. So let's just say, I think there's probably like 60 of the indicator beads, maybe. So that means I've got to somehow put like 4,000 beads on there and count that, like same color. I mean, what I could do is do like sections, how I did this, and do sections and do like 200 beads or 300 beads at a time. It just seems overwhelming. But I would love to, because I'd love to make a solid color one. All covered in cheese. What is that one? I lost my poor meatball. Something like that. Something about a meatball, right? Something about a meatball. And they lost it. That's all I can tell you. I wish, can I? Sometimes I think I can sew from this angle, and sometimes I think I can't. So I'm going to try it. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Oh, beads. Haha. Shocking. All right. It's kind of hard to like stick your hand inside of it and sew, but I'm going to try it because I'm trying to spit it up a little bit. Yeah, maybe I can. The more closer I get to the middle, it'll be fine. But right here, it's kind of, oh, this looks kind of phallic. Never mind. Sorry. It looks kind of weird. But basically, it's kind of tucked into the corner right now, so it's a little hard to get in there at this angle. But I'm gonna keep going. It won't be possible at the end. I'll have to like figure that out and go back to the outside. But hello. Let's see. Everything is. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Josie. Hi, Chris. How are you guys? Chris, I'm finally going to be able to start going to your lives again this week because my husband's going to be busy watching football. Because usually we're like, whenever he's home, we're usually watching stuff together. So I'm usually busy, but now he'll be busy watching football on Sundays. So I'll be free. Yay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Which one? Oh, this one. It's just like this bracelet that I have on. I got the charms at Hobby Lobby and actually the bracelet too. And put them on there with little jump rings and the same. I think I had this chain or I made the necklace somehow and then put the bears on there. It comes with like the charms come with like 2 bears of each color, so it worked out really nice to make like a bracelet and a necklace. And I have like a set of stitch markers of them too because I love them so much. Right. Needle, come back. Let's get some water actually while we're paused. Hope you guys are doing well. Just work it. I know you are, Chris. I know you are. I bet Miss Josie is working as well. Oh, just as fun as the duckies. Yes, I know. Oh yeah, I should show you guys my earring holder. You guys want to see my jewelry display? It's on the back of my door over here. This is not where I'm going to permanently keep it, okay? It's just where it's going to be for today's purposes of showing it to you. Okay, flip you guys around. Enjoy the weather here. All right, let me take you guys out. If you get dizzy, watch out for a minute. I'll try to be still as I can. Let's get past running into my stuff. All right. Arthur, I hope you didn't make a mess of your food, did you? No. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So I really should have blocked them because as you can see, it's like curling. But anyway, there's this one. They're really simple, basic, really easy to make. Single crochet, double crochet, leave a space, kind of thing. And then this is the old one that was too small now. So I decided to just put my like holiday stuff on it. Which I don't have a lot of, but and a lot of it I made. Like I made all these. But anyway, so yeah, my little duckies are chilling up there. They're my little pink duckies. But yeah. So anyway, let's flip you guys back around. All right, Arthie, we're coming. Say hello. Say hello, baby. You want to show? You want to show the people your beautiful face? Your brother's upstairs. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. He's a sleeping boy. All right, hold on, you guys. Woo. All right. I know I covered the poor snail. He's fine. No, I'll take that off after stream. But yeah. All right. So yeah, those are really easy to make though. I'm thinking about making like a little short or a little video of making those. So yeah, I think it would be good for beginners and stuff too, especially because like I said, it's just single and like double crochet, and working back and forth really. Oh, thank you. And my other one is upstairs. About this time of day, he likes to go upstairs and hang out in the bathroom floor and take a nap. Don't ask me why. I guess it's nice and quiet, you know. All right, get my pillow. Get all my stuff. Needle. Back. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I worked on for like most of the weekend was that. It took like a night and 2 nights. Just because it is a lot of single crochets. I guess I could use double crochets, but I just wanted them a little tighter and less holes where I didn't want the holes, I guess. So, but it's very functional. And if you don't have room for something like that, you think like, oh, I don't have room for anything like that. If you have a closet, you can totally hang that on a clothing rack and hang it in your closet and just pull it out when you want to look at it and pick something out and put it back. I did that until I made a space on my wall for it in my walk-in. So yeah. And I used white just because I wanted the earrings to pop and like really be able to see the colors and stuff. But you know, you can use whatever color. I almost used like the retro stripes like I used for my stitch marker one. But for that one, I just wanted it to look fun and stuff. So I didn't care as much. I just wanted the other one to be more simple so I could really see the earrings on it when I want to go look at them and pick one out in the morning or whatever. Oh, that's right, Beth. You're exactly right. I totally agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I always have. I remember being told, it's kind of random, but I remember being told in school by a boy one time, you know what? Because I went to a very preppy private school. And so I was very lucky. I went to a very preppy private school. And I did wear some like collared shirts and things like some of that. But I also wore a lot of alternative clothing and just really what I wanted to. But basically, what he told me was, you know what? You don't wear all that Hollister and Abercrombie stuff. I like that, you know? And I thought, I like that he liked, that's a good thing. I like that somebody likes that, you know? And I had never really thought too much about it. I just did what I wanted to do, I guess, and could do and whatever. And I mean, I had a lot of things that were popular. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I didn't, but and didn't want things sometimes that were popular or whatever. But I just also wanted what I wanted, I guess, and liked what I liked. So um, I'm glad. I'm glad that people appreciate that. I think everybody should be that way. I know it's not easy for everybody to be that way. Um, I wish it was easier for everybody to do what they would like to do and what makes them happy, but I know it's not always easy, but try. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, of course. Feelings or physically or otherwise. You're working on an sampler Afghan. Ooh, that sounds nice. I bet that is going to be nice. I want to make a granny square thing to go on the back of the couch. For now, I just have this purple blanket. I was like, purple's kind of Halloweeny. I'll throw that on there. I haven't done it yet. Mother lives. Oh, and dangling earrings. She would buy them all the time, but never wear them. She kept saying she was going to wear them when she got dinner on her face. That sounds like my mama. Oh, she died with a box full of earrings. That sounds a lot like my mother. She's always like, I don't know, does it make me look bad or yeah, or yeah. Oh gosh, that oh my goodness. I know exactly what you're saying. That so much reminds me of my mother. Oh, because she loves it, but she's also just I don't know. But I mean, she'll wear a few pieces here and there, but she does have a box full that she has never worn. And I'm thankful. I didn't have let's see how much of that stuff. I didn't have except for the necklaces on there. I didn't have any of that stuff as of June because my lovely friend Miss Rivera gifted me a pack of like cool weird earrings from Amazon, which is where most of those are from. If anybody wanted to know, and so yeah, she gifted me those for my birthday, and so that's kind of why I've been in like a need of a place to store them instead of like a jewelry box. I like to be able to see them, you know, and pick them out, see all of them. And so anyway, she gifted me all of those, and then I made the crochet ones and a couple of the other ones I made. The holiday ones I did have, um, but yeah, I'm very grateful. It was very sweet of her to send me that stuff, and I've really enjoyed them. They've made me smile many a times. If you come back and watch Miss Rivera, they have made me smile many a times, and always do. They make other people smile too. So. Oh, earrings. I love them. Just getting emotional. Oh, you don't have your ears done. I think I was like 8 when I first got mine done, but I unfortunately was not, and my parents didn't know better than to not get it done with a gun. And so don't get it done with a piercing gun if you don't know. They are not good. They cause a lot of trauma to the ear. It's not a needle in a gun, it is an earring and it is ripping through your ear. And it also can do things like put the earring on too tight, which is kind of what happened to me. And so it was kind of already a problem. And then when I changed mine for the first time, I put in like a tiny pair of studs and was spinning them a little bit, and the studs started going through my ear. It was very painful as a child. Um, and I would not let my parents touch it. So I had to go to the emergency room and have it removed. And it cost $400. So they were thrilled. Also, the doctor, when they pulled it out of my ear, I did not cry. And I was kind of scared because I had been screaming at my parents when they were trying to do it because it hurt so bad. And then my parents were like, well, why didn't you cry? And I was like, I panicked and I said, well, I didn't think you were supposed to cry at hospitals. And they thought that was the funniest thing. And I had to tell them one day, I was like, you guys, I just panicked. It wasn't, I didn't actually think that. They thought that for years that I thought that. But I was like, no, it just actually didn't hurt when she did it. She just really gently did. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, be careful with tiny earrings. That's all I can say. But other than that, get it done at a piercer. It hurts less with a real needle as well. Because, like I said, it's causing less trauma to the ear. It heals a little better. So if you do ever get it done, go to a real piercer, like a body piercer. Um, and usually, if you do go to a body piercer, if you have any issues, they usually talk to them, but usually will let you go back and they'll look at it and tell you, like, hey, you need to go to the doctor. Hey, it's fine. You know, whatever. If you think there's a problem, they can change out your jewelry for you if you're scared about doing that kind of stuff, all that kind of thing. Yeah. Especially like, and I totally get being scared, especially if it's like a piercing you're scared it's gonna like close on you really fast and you can't get it back in or something. Oh my gosh, totally get that. But yeah, a lot of piercers have those kind of policies, so that's good to know. I wanted more ear piercings. I have 4, and I actually have stretched lobes, but well, they're not really stretched anymore. They are, but they aren't. Like you can kind of tell. I have basically like a hole punch left, but I had uh, holes in my ears big enough to fit like my thumb through, um, and I took them out several years ago because they were getting irritated. To be honest, I kind of missed them and want them back. I'm still like kind of debating. But the problem is, I know if I do it again, they're really not going to go back even to like this because at least mine are like normal shaped, right? At least they're not like saggy. Maybe one day they will be, but they're not now. And none of these earrings are heavy, which is good. But anyway, so I don't know. I kind of want to restretch them, but I kind of don't. I always said I would take them out before my wedding, and I kind of did, but not on purpose. It was just because they were being like irritated a lot. but I'd like to figure out why they were being irritated before I did it again, I guess, if I did it again. But I also would miss my little danglies. I know I could still wear my danglies, which is why I did it, but still. Yeah, I used to have stretched ears, and I have 4 piercings in my ears, but I always wanted a ton of piercings, and then I don't know what happened to me when I turned 18. I just like never did it. I was like, yeah. And then for like several years, I was like, I wanted some wild piercings. Didn't get any of them. I'm glad I didn't. Like, I didn't want any, like, I don't want to comment where. I was gonna say I didn't want any face piercings, but if I say that, people are gonna be like, "Where did you want piercings?" But I wanted some like different kind of piercings and stuff. But I didn't want any. I guess what I was gonna say is that would like scar your face really bad. If any like face piercing, I considered a septum one time, which I'm glad I didn't do. Just because I don't think it would look great on me. I think it looks great on some people, but probably not on me. All right, I'm trying to decide, is this on this side and this going over? Yeah, all right, sure. Hey, you know what? As long as we close it up and it's functional and it is completely, I mean, really, as long as it's sewn up, it really doesn't even have to be structurally that good because really the lining is what's going to hold everything. Not that I wouldn't do a good job. I'm just saying, technically, even if you did a bad job, the lining would hold everything in the back, right? Oh no. Yeah, I don't like needles either, actually, but I don't like shots. Like medical shot and thing. Mm-mm. No, blood drawn. Mm-mm. I don't like any of that. I'll do it. I don't like it at all. Um, but for some reason, like piercings aren't as scary to me. Like they are and they aren't because I know it's gonna hurt, but then I also know that afterward I'll get like a little adrenaline rush, and I like kind of like that. Um, but I guess like psychologically, I know that there's like a reward at the end of it. But like a shot or something at the doctor, like what's the I mean, yeah, maybe you don't get sick or something, but what's the reward of that, right? I don't know. I don't like needles going into my body like that. Ears is different. Body, no thank you. But like a tattoo is different because it's like more surface level for me. I think um, it's the depth of the shot thing. I think that I'm like, nope. Because I remember one time being like terribly tense as a child and getting a shot, and oh my gosh, because they always tell you like loosen up, wiggle your arm, loosen up, and I was literally like, and they gave me the shot. I don't recommend that. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Thank you. Hello. Oh, thank you. Let's see. A good first project, and you're from India. Let's see. I was gonna say like scarves and things are good projects, but maybe not so much in it. Does it get cold in India? Does it? I really don't know. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I know it's very warm sometimes. I'm just not sure if it does get quite cold. Um, let's see. Good first projects. I would say things like hats, scarves, little dishcloths. I even made like little drying mats for my dishes to dry on out of cotton yarn. Or if you have like a little rack you put your dishes on, you can make like a little mat for underneath it. Um, let's see, little coasters. You can make coasters, square or circles, whichever your ability is. Um, anybody else have any suggestions? Feel free. Trying to think what else we could do. Um, you can do like small blankets. I think big blankets are kind of overwhelming to start with, but small blankets are good, like baby blankets, things. Anything that's like any kind of square or rectangle shape is really good for somebody who's starting. I feel like to just kind of get the feel and the tension right and everything. Yeah, doll blanket. There you go, baby blanket, doll blanket. I think I made like a little bag one time. Like I made a square or like a rectangle, and then that's what I did actually. I made a rectangle and then I folded it up on itself and I just sewed around the two sides and it made a little pouch, little bag. And you can just make a little handle for it. You can do all kinds of things. That was one of my first little projects that I did by myself. Let's see, you're 59 and your aunt did ice and meat on a cork. Oh no, you did the Parent Trap method. That's what I think of. I think of the Parent Trap. Oh, I want to watch that movie. I missed that movie with Lindsay Lohan. I know there's different ones, so. But that's the one I grew up with. So, oh my gosh, I'm so not getting far on this, but that's okay. We're hanging out. We're chilling. We're gonna get as far as we're gonna get. It's better than getting it into a knot and getting upset, right? That is right. See, there's a knot trying to form. We're gonna pull it out. But like I said, if you ever do anything like this and you work with crochet thread, I think it's number 10 or any of those, get like a really tiny hook. I'm talking like 0.75 millimeters small, and you can stick it in there and it will help untangle. That's better than a needle, I have found. The needle tends to split the thread, but the hook does not, if you're careful. Beep. We got a good corner forming, but it's still slow, but it's okay. Slow and steady wins the, not really, but oh me. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody is doing good on their channels and all that stuff. If you guys have channels, feel free to like tell each other. I know not everybody's a mod and can share a link, but like feel free to be like, I have a channel. Here's my @ you know. So you guys can all follow each other. That's always a good thing. And if any of you guys have a channel and I don't follow you, let me know. So anyone remember those doll bows that turned inside out into a purse? I don't think I do. A doll bed that turns inside out and into a purse. No, I don't think I do. That's wild. I used to like, what are those things? I can't remember. No, I was about to say Polly Pockets. I mean, yeah, but that's not what I was talking about. I did like Polly Pockets though. Oh, I've seen some really cool people like make little like, oh, there's this lady and I don't know what her name is. But I guess I don't know if she's a nail artist or what she actually does, but she takes like Carmex lip containers and lighters and stuff and puts like stuff on them. I don't know, resin, acrylic, something. I think it's acrylic. And she, or both, and she makes like characters and different things and lanterns and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know where I was going with that. Shoot. I knew I was talking about like a person or a character. I was gonna say, and she did it, but I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, Polly Pocket. She made a Polly Pocket Carmex. And it was like a one with like water in it too. So she put it was like water filled or like liquid filled with like glitter and stuff. So she made like a little pool in it. And I've seen her on Facebook, and I think, and so you could open it up like a Polly Pocket. Everything was really cool, but you could still use like the Carmex inside or whatever if you want. But I thought that was so cool. I like those like retro Instagram accounts that show you like toys from your like childhood. Those are cool. Those are nice. I just like to see all the old things. I remember those little. Do you guys remember? I don't think they still have them, but I mean, I guess they're like, I don't know. I was gonna say the equivalent of something, but I don't know. Those little like flyer things that you would like little fairies. Mine were like little fairies, and you like pull the string, and their wings open up, and they would spin in a circle and like fly. I don't know what those were called, but man, those things were kind of dangerous because like if you had multiple children or multiple, especially little girls playing with those, I could see those getting tangled in hair so bad. I'm thankful I did not have a sister because OMG, that would have been in her hair, I'm sure. Sky Dancers! That is it. Yep. That name. Yep. As soon as you said that, yep, that's exactly what it was. I feel like I can remember it, seeing it or something. Yep. I remember I had like a teal or aqua one or something. Carmex is the shiz. Hey, it is pretty good stuff. I got my husband's mom got, or my mother-in-law, I guess I should say, got uh what is it? O'Keefe's lip balm, and I used some of it last night, and I was like kind of unexpectedly, it had like menthol in it or something, and I was like, oh, it kind of unexpectedly like surprised me. It wasn't bad. It was just like, oh. I was like, I'm gonna save this for in the winter time. This is pretty thick stuff. But sometimes you need that kind of thick stuff. Ugh. Oops. All right, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. There we go. Okay, I still hope I have enough thread to finish it. I think I do because we're getting to halfway and I've still got a lot left. So. Like I said, I'm always nervous that I'm not going to cut enough. I know it's possible to reattach, but I'm not great at that. All right. I got a new table cover. I'm so excited. It's orange and it has ghosties on it and stuff. I can't remember what else. And bats and stuff. Because I have one, but it's black with like white spider webs on it. And I like it, but it's getting kind of old. So I'm excited to have a new one. I've been listening to that singer Jessie Murphy lately, and I don't know what it is, but I like her voice. She kind of reminds me of Amy Winehouse a little bit, which is odd, but she does at times. But I like some of her music a lot. I like her song SOB. I'm not going to say it, but spell it out. You know what it is. We're all old enough to know what that means. I like that one. I like best behavior, bad behavior, something like that. I like, what is it? 1965 is pretty good. I like Touch Me Like a Gangsta. That one's pretty good. She's got like an old timey voice, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. She kind of sounds like she should be from like the 50s or 60s. But yet she's also like modern because she kind of raps, sort of. I don't know, but I like her. Or her songs anyway. I don't know anything about her, or I like some of her songs. Me and my husband watched Jailbirds New Orleans this weekend, which if you haven't watched the Jailbirds show on Netflix, it's pretty good if you're into the like jail shows. I haven't finished the original one yet, or was this the original one yet? But we watched the other one because he wanted to watch one. The other one's only 3 episodes though. I don't know why, and they ended on like a cliffhanger, and it's kind of annoying. But the original one hopefully will end better. I want to watch that catfish thing. Does anybody watch? Don't spoil it. But has anybody seen that catfish thing on Netflix? What is it called? It's I don't know what it's called, but it's something about catfish, and it's like something about a couple in high school or something. I watched the trailer, but it's really like popular right now. I want to watch that. Ooh, Chris, that sounds fun. A haunted forest in the backyard. Ooh, we should so do something like that one year around here. Because we could totally do like a hayride on the farm. Hey. I would be more like, I would love to be in a haunted house, like as scaring people. Well, I don't know about love, but I would do that. But I do not want to be scared. I have anxiety. Loud noises scare me. I love scary movies, love all that stuff. But the loud, sudden noises are what get me. And I'm just not a fan. And so I'm like, no, thank you. But if I was to run one or like be in one, that's totally different. I should ask my friend about that. She did that for a while, every Halloween. I should totally ask her. I've never asked her about that. She did like some haunted house around here. We have Panic Point, which is like an hour away from here, which is like a popular one around here. I think that's what it's called, Panic Point. Have you guys seen it? I think it's Decade Divas the 70s. I think it's wrong. Yes, I have seen that, Beth. I did. Actually, I don't know if I finished looking at it, but I know I saw it come up on my feed and I was like, that sounds interesting, the Decade Divas thing. I'll have to go look at it because I don't think I actually looked at it. I think I remember seeing it and just didn't watch it at the time, but thinking, that sounds interesting. What is that about? I love the 70s. I wish I was born in the 70s. I always say I was born in the wrong decade. Well, actually, I don't want to be born in the 70s. I take that. Oh, I would take 70s because then 80s, I'd get 80s. That'd be cool. Like as like a teenager, that'd be dope. But really, I think like 70s as a teenager would have been dope. I don't know. I think I was born in the wrong decade. But I just want to go around and follow all the old bands. I just want to go hide in the drum kits and follow them around, okay? Just let me go find Axl Rose back then, okay, please? Oh. My husband would roll his eyes. He'd be like, "Yes, yes, we know you like young Axl Rose." Oh, it has a huge backyard. Ooh, cool, Chris. I hope you love it there. I hope you really love it. I hope you get to stay there, and I hope you love it there. Because I know it's a pain in the butt to move, especially like it's one thing when you're like moving out of mom and daddy's, right? But it's a whole nother thing when you've got all your own stuff and you have a life and a home that you have built and made and purchased things for, and you have to move all of that. That's a whole. Whew, it's moving your whole life, literally. It's a lot to it. I'm not looking forward to moving out of here, but I will have to at some point, but hopefully not for a long time. 60s gal, one of the baby boomers. Ah, see, that would be cool too. I being born like in the 60s again to be like getting around 13 in the 70s. Oh, that would be so cool. My parents are, let's see, I think dad's 60, let's see, 60. No, mom's born in 64. So was dad born in 1960? No, wait, one of them was born in 19. How many years apart are they? Two. So one was born in 1964 and one was born in 1962. Yes, that's right. 62 and 64 is what my parents are, I believe. Not age, but years they were born in. I think I got a lot of my music taste from my dad because they say like the music you listen to when I forget the ages exactly, but it's around like preteen, teenage years, early teen years. They say that music that you listen to stays with you the most and like kind of always is something you appreciate and like and whatever. And I feel like my dad always playing the old classic rock got to me, in the best way. I love it, of course, but I feel like at the time when I was younger, I was like, I don't know about all this, and then eventually I grew to absolutely love it, and it's funny. It really does stick with you. Something about your brain and its development at that time or something. I don't understand, but it's cool though. We stay here a couple of years and then buying a house. Aw, well, still, I hope you absolutely love it and enjoy your time there. It's hard when you know you're gonna move again. Like, that's how I feel about this place. Like, there's so many things I would love to do. Like, I'd change the wall color, all these things. But this isn't our home. I mean, it's our home, but this isn't our house. This is a rental, and I will not inherit this house in the will. And that's just how it is, and that's fine. It's probably for the best. Honestly, it's a very old house. It's going to require a lot of maintenance, and a lot of things need to be changed and done. And so, um, it's probably all for the best, but it is gonna be really sad and annoying to move. Especially when I may be moving like a house down only, move everything you got just like a couple 100 feet. But it's okay. It just is life. It happens. The Monkeys and the Beach Boys. Ah, there you go. I know the Monkeys and the Beach Boys. My husband hates the Beach Boys. I don't know why. He just does. He also hates Tom Petty, which I'm like, get over yourself. Get over yourself with your Tom Petty hate. I kind of like the man. You're straight up hiring movers when you're moving. Good for you. There you go. That's what my mother in law just did. She just moved, and well, they haven't made it to their final destination because they're still working on the house, but they're in an apartment, I believe, and or yeah, they are in. So anyway, they hired movers. I'm so glad they did because they don't need to be doing all that, man. Neither do you, Miss Chris, with your shoulder surgeries. You doing good with that, Chris? Healed all up and everything? Listening. And I was a teenager. Oh, you were, Rita. See, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. Whenever we had like decade day at school, I would always dress up as like 70s and wear the bell bottoms. And I had these boots that kind of looked like platform. They were sort of wore platforms, but I didn't wear them that much. But I had them from like years ago, and I would wear those. And I'd wear my big jeans that were like really flared at the bottom, and I had like a little peace sign necklace, and then I had like a kind of a t-shirty thing, and I remember getting these looks in the hallways, like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Yeah, that's because I'm look authentic, okay? I don't have on tie dye and freaking giant peace sign across my chest, and I look like an authentic person walking around from the '70s. Thank you." Bye, Beth. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You guys, you know what? I haven't even looked at the clock a single time since we've been on here. I haven't looked at a lot of things actually now that I'm thinking about it. That's okay. It's not that late. I was just checking. Um, we'll go in a little like 20, maybe 20 minutes. I'm gonna go a little early because I do need to change out of this pink stuff so I can go collect dirty pumpkins out of the trailer. Don't want to ruin my linen pants. I think these are linen pants. I don't know. I really like them though. I've never had any. They're like kind of loose and flowy, and I actually really like them. Oops. Oh, well, not, but it's not bad. I don't think. That just startled me. That ghost thing I have in the corner scared me. Right. I was like, "There's a person." No, it's not. It's a ghost. It's just a ghost. Hi, Manuela. Hi, Rosalie. Did I miss you? No. Okay. I was like, did I miss anything else? I am finishing up my handbag so that I can be done. My beaded handbag. I'm trying to unroll it because it rolls up on itself before it's all sewn up. But I am finishing my beaded handbag. I'm just trying to sew up this bottom part here, which we're about halfway done with, which is good. It has taken a daggone while, but like I said, it's just because I gotta really get in here. Let's get some water, take a break. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Hello. Something sounded like it was knocking. All right. Not loud enough to be like an actual person. But also, not a door over there. So, hope they're not knocking on my window. That'd be a little odd. Where is it? Whoops. Here it went. Okay. It's a ghost. I know. It is a ghost. Quit it. Serious. Better stop your tapping. Tappy tapping. You're gonna scare the dog. You're gonna make Arthur think somebody's here. Oh, listen, don't thread. Don't you dare not up on me again. I wish there was a way to like make this not happen, but I guess really the thing would be figure out how long of a tail I actually need. But I just want to make sure I have enough. Oh. I was so glad I got to be in your live this morning, Manuela. Morning/night. No, it was morning for me, I think. It was like midnight, 1, something like that for me. I stayed up late last night. I was like, honey, I have got to stay up. I'm going to take a shower. Hopefully, it will wake me up, and I'm going to do some things. And so I did. But I worked on my cardigan for a while. But I was so glad I got to go. Because I always miss. I always wake up and see, like, right at the top, your lives. I'm like, man. So I'm glad I got to pop in. Kitty cat must still be sleeping up there. He'll probably wake up after I get off. Almost finished. Ooh, I like the colors on yours. I like the multicolor. I'm a sucker for the multicolored yarns. All right. These are coming together. As you can tell, I like the variegated yarn. Like I said, I feel like it made like a cool effect though, because you can kind of tell, like, it depends on the lighting really, if you can see like the variegatedness through the clear-ish beads. But in certain lighting, you can kind of see it. In others, it kind of just looks like more of a illusion. I don't know. I probably won't do it again with the clear beads unless I'm like really doing that on purpose. But I just wanted to use a fun thread. It's going to be all covered by fabric anyway when I line it. So, ah, yes. I know it's so early for us, Rosalie. It's in the middle of the night. Oops. Let's see. There we go. Anybody working on anything today? I love those voodoo dolls, Rosalie. I want to make one. I don't know if I'm going to make one this year or not because I've got so many other things I want to make, but hopefully. If not, I'm definitely making one next year because I love those. Those are so cute. Adorable. All right, I'm trying to go through one loop. Thank you. Just one loop. Let's see. It is Tuesday. I have work and a doctor's appointment tomorrow, a checkup. And I need to work on one other thing and then drop it by the post office. And then I do have, after I finish this bag, the other thing I need to do is I need to work on some roses. So it's in order, so I got to do that. And they're orange roses, which is cool. Never done orange roses, but the lady actually gave me her vase to like fill it up with them. So I've got to like make it a bouquet and make it look nice. So that's gonna be interesting. I've never been like given a vase and said, "Here, fill this with flowers for me, please." So hopefully I will figure out the length, which is good though. I'm kind of glad she did though, so like I can figure out what stem length and stuff to make them. But I'm like a little nervous about like the look of it and filling it up with just roses, but we'll see. They are fast to make. Yes, they are. They are. Or you might mean the voodoo dolls. You want to make Halloween bouquet? Ooh, I like that idea, Rosalie. That's a good idea, Rosalie. My mom wants me to make her at some point a little garland with orange and yellow flowers on it to match her wreath on her fireplace. I think she just wants it fall colors, but a Halloween one. Ooh. If I had more space, I would make one myself because I like that idea. But I've kind of already got 3 fake arrangements and 2 real ones on the table. So finally went to the garden again yesterday. It's been a minute. It was just kind of sad because I hadn't been since I cut the flowers for Grandma. And so anyway, but I did. I went and I cut a few more just so it wouldn't be so sad next year. And we did the pumpkins and stuff. So we have one of the gourds we got. It looks like a duck. It really does. It's like the top of it, because gourds are kind of like, I don't know, if you don't know what gourd looks like, I don't know how to explain it. But the ones they kind of use for like birdhouses and stuff. But this one, the way it's shaped and the bend of it, it looks just like a duck's head and body. It's crazy, or like a goose. You too, Nature Fairy. Well, happy early birthday. You're going to have to tell me what day that is so that I can tell you on the day. You don't make me do that math right now, girl. You got to tell me what day so I can tell you. Let's see, it's the 2nd, and you said 21 days, right? It is the 2nd, right? So does that mean the 23rd? Wait, I said it's the 2nd. Okay, you tell me what day. I did not sleep enough last night, you guys. This morning I was like, could I nap? And then I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna wake up if I do that. I think I'm just gonna stay awake. Okay, all right, that sounds good. That's perfectly fine, Abigail. I understand. Thank you. I just want to make sure I tell you. Let's see. I know Michelle had a birthday the other day. And I feel like, is there anybody else? I don't know. No, that's October. I don't know. Let's see if I can pull this out. It knotted up again on me. Being naughty and using the needle when I told you guys to use the crochet hook, but I'm just being a little risky because it's not that tight. If it was that tight, I would stick the crochet hook in there and get it undone. Oh, thank you, Abigail. So are you? All right, one last loop to undo, I think. Arthur, would you like to go for a walk in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes? He's asleep. The answer is yes, though. He would love to go for a walk. It is a pretty day, and we have been sitting here for a long time, so it would be good to get up and do that in a little bit. We're going to finish sewing this up first, though, because we are getting close. All right. What's next? This one. I wish I could go through more than one loop at a time, but I feel like it's not going to be right tight enough. Ah, bye, Abigail. Have a good day. Thank you for coming. I had 2 hours sleep last night, so hopefully sleep better tonight. I know. I feel you. I think that's about how much I got, Jennifer, because I was up till like 3 and we woke up at 5, I think. So, oh, you ready for tonight? Ready for a kid? Ooh, yes. I hope you sleep better too. Oh my goodness, this was my fault. It wasn't. It wasn't that I couldn't sleep or anything, or had. I wanted to get some stuff done, so I stayed up on purpose. But, whew, it's messing with me today for some reason. I think I don't know. The age and the sleeplessness is coming all together. Let's see. It's twisted. I'm trying to get in between. There we go. All right. Pulling the wrong string. So close, yet so far. But at least it'll be done because, like I said, I think now, especially now that I've got this all done and like started or whatever, I'm definitely gonna get it done. It's just like I hate sewing sometimes, and so it deters me from like finishing the end piece of the project. And so now that I've got it started, I'm like, oh yeah, 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 I'm gonna do it now. Once I get going, it's not bad. It's more the thought of sewing that I don't like, to be honest. It's not the act of sewing that I hate. It's more so the thought of it. I don't know if that makes any sense because I feel like I'm gonna screw something up, I guess. But really, when it comes down to it, it's not so bad. It just seems annoying. What is that? It's trash. Trash. Ow! My neck popped when I moved. All right, come on, come on, buddy. Couple more ziggy zaggies. I mean, I could put it through like 2 stitches and then pull through, but like I said, I don't want to risk it. It's not worth knotting it up. All right. I'll do a couple more. I'll get a sip of water, and then I'm going to really try to finish this up real fast so that we can get a rough idea, and then I'll do the boning later. There's a little, in case you're wondering how it works, there's a little flap. So you go around and just do like a couple rows of single crochets and make like a little flap of single crochet, and then you fold it down. You you fold it down on the inside and sew the boning inside of that, and then that's how it has more structure and everything. When I very first started this, I was like kind of jumping the gun and I did not do those rounds of single crochet at the top to do the boning. So I had to like reattach string at the top after I'd already started and go back and do that, which it worked, but it was kind of a pain. Um, so anyway, I now don't do singles though. I do linked double crochets because it's a lot faster. I don't have to do like 5 or 6 rows. I can just do like 2 rows of linked double crochet. And it's important that they're linked so that if you do use a zip tie, it's not like popping out, sort of. Because linked double crochet leaves no gaps, no holes. You know, normally if you do 2 double crochets next to each other, you can kind of like part them, you know, and there's a hole in between. This way, there is no hole in between. So it's a cool stitch. Bye, Chris. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I'm excited to come hang out on Sunday with you guys. Bye. Hello. Hello, Jasmine. I am sewing up a beaded crochet handbag right now. I'm nearly done. I just have this little opening right here to do. It's going to get a little tight in a second to stitch it up, but we'll figure it out. I may have to jump back to the outside of the bag, probably. Well, I don't know if I can. I think I'm going to have to do it all from the inside. We'll see. It's been a minute since I've sewed one up, so I can't remember how I did it. Good news is I have a second bag to sew up as well, so I can remember how I did it because I'll be doing them back to back. That one's already crocheted as well. It's the green and pink one. I just haven't sewn it up yet. All right, come on. What I'm hoping to do with most of these bags, I'm going to keep 1 or 2 of them, but mostly what I'm going to do is list them for sale when I get my shop open. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Josie. I'm going to try to sell a couple. I don't know. I've got to think about pricing a little bit because I know I'm not going to charge what some people charge, which I understand, but I understand why they charge what they charge. Hundreds is all I can say. Hundreds of dollars, $200, $300, $400. I'd like to charge more like 100 or like 75, 100 if I can. I don't know. I've got to do some figuring and some math and some things, but I would much rather charge more like 100 or a little less than 100. But I've also obviously got to make money and think about my time and think about the materials and everything. Beads aren't cheap sometimes, and the thread's pretty cheap, but the beads aren't. So, and then there's attachment, then you've got the clasps and things for the handles and the chain for the handle. And then, which I guess I could include or not include. They could do their own if they wanted. And then the lining and all that stuff. So, I mean, it takes a while is really the cost in it. That's why the girl who makes the pattern says, I don't sell them. She said, because if I did sell them, they would be that expensive. But I would like to try to sell a couple. And the glow in the dark ones generally are a little more, but I pretty much always get my beads 50% off. So, or the glow in the dark ones, not all of them. But I don't know. Generally, that would cost more. But like I said, I usually get them cheaper. So they might actually be the same or cheaper. Let's see. There we go. Come on, little knot. No little knots in here. No little blue sad knots in here today. There we go. All right. What time is it? Okay, Arthur, we got about 10 minutes and then we're going to go outside, okay? We'll take a little break even if we're not quite done. I wonder if I can. Some people say, why don't you flip it inside out to sew it? I'll show you why. I'm fighting it. I'm not going to fight it much, but it doesn't flip. So you kind of have to sew it this way. I mean, you can sort it's hard. You really can't see anything from the outside. Like even pushing it all the way over, I really can't see the thread. I just see beads. So, sewing it from the inside is kind of your only option. It just gets kind of tight there in the corners. Um, so I'll probably get up to that corner and then we'll stop for now so I can kind of wrestle with that when we get off the camera. But I'm proud of myself for sewing on the camera, you guys. I know that sounds silly, but it's such like a for me, I'm so ADD and like it's so easy for me to lose track of what I'm doing and forget how I've done something when I'm doing other things like talking. And so it's a big deal sort of for me to sew things while I'm on here. And I don't like sewing amigurumi on here because I'm afraid I'm gonna like put something on wrong or like not wrong but uneven, I guess. There we go. I couldn't get under the single loop I was trying to get under. He's my little baby Arthur. He is just a snoozing, you guys. He said, well, yeah, Mommy, you gave me a Kong ball full of peanut butter. My tummy is full. I is tired. Yeah. It's okay. We'll wake you up real fast when we go outside. Yeah, that'll wake you up. It's so pretty out there. You know what we should do, Arthur, is I should take you for a little walk. And then Mommy will bring her crochet and your lead. And then we can hang out there and Mommy can finish sewing. Yeah, we'll bring all our little stuff and we can finish sewing and you can enjoy the sunshine while we're out there. Good plan. We do that quite often, usually in the yard, but I've been thinking lately I should like go out on the farm somewhere and take like a picnic blanket kind of thing and just like have a little chill, bring a little snack and some crochet. I've been thinking about doing that. I thought about it the other day. I was like, I should do that. And now the weather's been really pretty lately, so I really should. I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll do it towards the end of the week if it's still pretty. Well, it's supposed to be really hot. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll go have a picnic now, Arthur. We haven't had lunch. You want to go have a picnic? You still sleep. To do multiple things at once, forget what I was doing. Start something else. I know, Sonia. Gosh, me too. I mean, I'm so bad that I'll literally be in a live and forget that I was in a live and start watching something else. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was in somebody's live stream. Jesus. Sometimes it's like I had to go and I couldn't, whatever. But sometimes it literally is I'm just so ADD that I forget what I was doing and start doing something else. It's wild. All right, little knot, don't be doing this to me. We are too close to the end now. We're going to have faith that you are not going to do this. You can't be like this. Use the back of the needle. See if that'll help. Otherwise, I'll get my little hook. Do that little cheek trick I told you about. Oop, oop. So close, so close. I almost sounded like I said a bad word. I didn't mean to. I hate knots. And not embroidery floss, but in thread. I mean, embroidery floss knots suck too, but because there's so many little things. Don't you dare do this to me right now. Please. Thank you. I think I got it. I don't want to re-pull it tight until I know, or pull on it till I know it's out. There we go. All right, got it. That scared me a little bit. It's the only reason I'm like guiding it down. Whoa, dropped the needle in the thing. Still attached to the string, so it's fine. Right, here we go. Thank God for Alexa Jeremiah. Let's see how I miss. Leave the labs playing all the time. Thank God for Alexa to remind me. I know, right? Jeez. She has to remind me of things too, that woman. I gotta not say her name because I don't want to trigger mine or anybody else's, but yeah. She's helpful. That and I tell you what, I use that Finch app, Finch Finch app, and that kind of helps me a little bit too to make sure I don't forget to do certain things throughout the day. It's kind of like you can make sort of like your own like goals or checklist or whatever and check them off throughout the day. and it has a cute little character that goes with it or whatever. But um, it helps me remember like to put water in the fridge for my husband because he works outside and um, he needs to hydrate, and so I'll often forget to put it in there to have it cold for him when he gets here, and so she reminds me. Yeah, it's free, so yeah, check it out, Sonia. I think it's available on Apple and Android as well. Hello, thank you, Yadira, thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you. I appreciate you. No worries anyway. I'm about to, and I do the same thing all the time, but also I'm about to head out in just a second anyway. Got just a little bit more to sew and then we'll be done. But we're going to get enough done to get a good visual. And then I'm going to sew in the boning. I'm excited to try the synthetic boning. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can like melt the two ends together to make one piece. But if not, I have ways around that. So, ow. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I just hadn't heard anybody else say it yet. You know, I've seen it in chat, but I hadn't heard anybody say your name. So I just want to make sure. All right. Where is that string coming from? This one or that one? I don't know. I think it's coming from. I want to know though. It's coming from this one. Okay. It's like I don't want to sew over the same spot again. Like I said, it just, I don't know. It's because it's so tight. It can be kind of hard to tell where it last went in. Oh no, no more knots before we leave. Thank you. Actually, you know what, guys? I realize now I don't need all this thread. I can cut it and make it shorter and we won't run into that problem because I'm almost at the end here. So let's cut a good bit of this off. I just had extra in case. But now I'm literally like an inch from the end. So I definitely, sorry, do not need all this extra thread and it's just getting tangled. So let's chop it. Oops, the needle I gotta slide over. Where's the end? This way. Okay. How long do I want it? Let's leave it about that long. Put this off. There we go. Hopefully that'll help now. Yay. Stay, needle. Okay. I'm mean to my pillow. I know I shouldn't stab it like that. Like it's not a pincushion. I know. All right. Deck on it. There we go. Oh, iPad's going off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day since I'm about to leave. I hope that if it's nice where you are, you get to enjoy it. And all that good stuff. I hope you have a good evening and a good afternoon, good whatever it is for you, really. Morning, any of those things. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you. It means a lot, especially after not being here for a couple weeks, you know, coming back and stuff. So it means a lot. So I appreciate you guys. And hopefully, in theory, we'll come back with a finished bag. Whether it will be lined already, I don't know, but it should be a finished bag when we come back Thursday. And I'm not sure what I'm going to work on. Probably the cardigan, to be honest, because I really just want to focus on getting it done sooner rather than later. Even though I'm sure even if I worked on it at night, I could finish it before Halloween, but I don't know. I'd rather have it done a little before Halloween, right, to wear it. So I'm going to try to work on that. And I don't know, maybe I'll figure some other stuff out. If any of you guys wanted any of the pumpkin patterns from the other day, like there's a leaf that goes with this. This one just doesn't have the leaf like this one. Or any of that stuff that I talked about the other day. I did put those links in the description of the last live stream. So as soon as I upload this one, it'll be the one previously. So like 5 days ago or something. and that's all in the description. And the link to Gracie's Etsy, where I get the patterns for these bags, is in there, and all that good stuff. So yeah, the pumpkin pattern is free. It is a small, medium, and large pumpkin pattern. If you do them in acrylic, they work up to, I think they give you the dimensions, but a couple inches. And each one is staggered a little bigger than the next. They're great. Really basic pumpkin patterns. If you can do any kind of amigurumi, you can do those. They're very simple, um, and very fun. So yeah, I highly recommend those. They're on that 365 Crochet and Knit website. And yeah, but if you guys are interested, check that out. Don't forget, if you guys need any yarn for Premiere, you can use my link. That's always in the description of each video. It does help me out. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me out and does send me a little change. So that's always appreciated. And yeah, so I will see you guys Thursday, hopefully. And if not, I will see you guys again another time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. All right, guys. Bye.